Who had prepared the first draft of the Indian Constitution? Option A. B. N. Rao. How many sessions of the Indian Constituent Assembly were conducted for the formation of Indian Constitution? Total 11 sessions. Option D. When was the draft of the Indian Constitution published? In January 1948. Option C. It was published in January 1948 and the country's people were asked for their feedback and inputs within 8 months. The constitution was passed and adopted by the assembly on blank. On 26 November 1949. Option C. The motion of draft constitution passed on November 26, 1949 was signed by blank members present on that day in the Constituent Assembly. 284. Option A. Who was the first person to write the Indian Constitution by hand? It was Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada. Option A. The original constitution was handwritten by him in a flowing italic style. Calligraphy of the Hindi version of the original constitution was done by blank. It was done by Vasant Krishan Vaidya. Option B. The original document of the Indian Constitution was handicrafted under the guidance of blank. Under the guidance of Nandlal Bose, and the original constitution book was handcrafted by artists of Shantiniketan. The Constitution of India was published in blank and photolithographed by the Survey of India. Option B. Dehradun. Who proposed the objective resolution to the Constitution of India on December 30, 1946? Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Option D. The objective resolution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on blank. It was adopted on January 22, 1947. Option C. The objective resolution presented by Jawaharlal Nehru later became the blank of the Constitution. Came the preamble. Option B. Who among the following is known as modern Manu of India? Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. Option A. Who among the following is known as Father of Indian Constitution? Option A. Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. What was the symbol of the Constituent Assembly? It was elephant. Option B. Final constitution adopted on 26 November 1949 had one preamble, blank parts, blank articles, and blank schedules. There was one preamble, 22 parts, 395 articles, and 8 schedules. Who chaired the Constituent Assembly when it used to meet as a legislative body? G.V. Mavalankar. Option D. When did the Constitution of India come into force? On 26 January 1950, option C. When was National Flag of Union adopted? On 22nd July 1947, option D. When was Jan Gan Man adopted as Indian national anthem? On 24 January 1950, option C. When was Vande Mataram adopted as Indian national song? On 24 January 1950, option C. Which of the following was not a function of Constituent Assembly? Option B. Adoption of the national language. What changes were brought in Constituent Assembly after Independence Act 1947? Option D. All of the above. The current election of blank is similar to the election of Constituent Assembly in India. Rajya Sabha election, option A. Which schedule of the Constitution of India distributes power between the Union and the states? 7th schedule, option C. Which day is celebrated as Constitution Day in India? November 26, option D. It's also known as Samvidhan Divas. Which of the following article was called the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar? It was Article 32. Option B. It gives right to the individuals to move to the Supreme Court if they feel that their fundamental right is being exploited or they are deprived of their fundamental rights. It's also known as right to constitutional remedies. Who called the preamble of the Constitution as the political horoscope? K.M. Munshi, option B. How many times preamble of Indian Constitution is amended so far? It's amended just once. Option C. By the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1976. The terms socialist, secular, and integrity were added in the preamble. When did the first elected parliament with two houses come into existence? In May 1952. Option D. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.